let's decide how we're going to make money today. The 10-year is holding at 1.92. Why do I talk about the 10-year? Why do I talk about the US dollar? Simplify it. The more the 10-year and interest goes up, the more the US dollar goes up. It makes it more expensive for our marketplace. So let's talk about what we saw in the market last week and especially on Friday, because remember, Friday started out a little slow and then it sped up. Market shot through the roof and then rescinded a bit. So, what am I looking for today? How are you and I going to make money today? I got a trade of the day already. So stay with me. I'm going to pull up a chart in a minute. I'm going to tell you how we're going to make money today. The market shot up on Friday, went a little higher, right? And then it had a significant pullback around 3 p.m. Now that seems to happen. Why? Because as we enter the weekend, the psychology behind trading, who really wants to hold their positions? Everybody wants to take profit. The small piles, day after day after day, add up to larger piles. So let's talk about how we're going to make money today. Let me pull up the chart of the day for me. All right, so I've got the UVXY up here. Now, the UVXY basically tells you about the volatility in the market. So we can see that it's sitting at 1464. It's at 1460 pre-market, so it's basically flat. Now, remember, anytime volatility in the market spikes, it tends to settle unless there's a reason for the prolonged volatility. Meaning, if there was some type of natural disaster, if there was a war or something that could drain the markets day in and day out, or cause anxiety, like the virus, how we had significant spikes and then pullbacks. We were allowed to travel and then we weren't allowed to travel. Let's just mention real quick, COVID cases are down. Australia is opening their border, which has been closed for 2 full years. So now, if you've been vaccinated, you can travel to Australia. Good day, mate. So, with that said, let's talk about how we're going to make money. Okay, UVXY volatility index. Right now, we've got it at 1460. Where do I see it later on this week? Because I'm not telling you to risk your money in a single day trade. I'm telling you, we have strategy. We pick an entry point and then we're correct and we secure profit. So here we go. Let's say we got 1460 right here. I'm going to look for the UVXY to spike a little at open. Why? Because the markets tend to drop a little at open. We've seen it time after time. We even saw it on Friday. The markets dropped at open, then rebounded, dropped, and then rebounded throughout the day. It was a strong day. And we've seen it day in and day out. So my strategy for the UVXY, and I don't just tell you to hop in positions or for myself to hop in positions, but I will be playing UVXY puts. Now I'll enter into my position. Let's go to the 5-day real quick. Get some buying here, buying here. I'm going to look for a spike all the way to 1475. Now, again, we're at 1460 right now. So my trade is as follows. I will look for a spike at open, meaning the markets drop a little at market open within the first 5 or 10 minutes. I will not overpay. I will pick out puts that are probably $14.50 or $15 puts because I believe the UVXY at some point this week will be $13. I'll do it with you right here and I'll show you how easy it is. All right, so we'll open up UVXY, $14.60. We'll look at the put options that expire this Friday, which is actually the 11th, not the 12th. The $15 put is $1.30 right now. So if I say that the market could potentially go down to $13 or less by Friday, okay, let's just say $13 for the UVXY, and the $15 put is $1.30. So if it's $1.30 and the UVXY goes down to $13, your put will be worth $2 or $200 a piece. If the contract's $1.30 right now and you can get $200, that is close to a 50% profit. A little more. The point is, now we're not paying $1.30. When the UVXY spikes on open for the first 10 minutes or 5 minutes, again, you only need it to spike for 1 minute or half a minute. It shoots up. People are fearful the market's going to drop. And then all of a sudden it settles down. And what happens as the day progresses? The market stabilizes, the UVXY goes down, and your account turns green. Let's remember, I'm here to make you money. All right, so we look at the $15 puts. The bid is $1.14, the ask is $1.54, and the middle ground is $1.30. Now, if the bid is $1.14, we want to get in cheap. So we're looking for a spike. So I would say to myself, $1.14 sounds good. It's 15% under the middle ground. So I'm not paying the middle. I'm looking for my bid. So $1.14 on the bid for the $15 puts. Okay. Let's say the UVXY spikes up to 1492, 1488 at open. My bid will be executed. Now I'm in play. So then we look at the 5-day range. So if I'm telling you the markets will stay strong for at least Monday, perhaps Tuesday, and nothing goes straight up and nothing goes straight down, the markets are going to be strong. I expect the UVXY to close this gap right here and probably end the day somewhere around 1344. Now, if it ends the day around 1344, remember, that's a whole $1.10 lower. That's about 8% drop on the UVXY, and that makes you and me profitable. So we'll look at our option right now. Let's just assume we get it for $1.15 per contract, $115. The UVXY drops to $13.44 end of day, right? So your $15 contract is now worth $164. Plus you have 4 more days for the UVXY to go down. So there's time involved with the pricing of your option, meaning the option that you paid $1.30 for, if I'm correct about the UVXY today, will be worth $2 at the end of the day, implying a 50% gain. Now let's take a quick look at the SPY. All right, so we've got the SPY here, and this is the chart I was talking about from Friday. On Friday, I mentioned that my position were puts in the SPY. When did I buy them? At 448. At 448, and I wrote it down to 445. It even went a little lower, and I made $4,000 in my SPY puts. Then what did I do? I flipped them. I flipped the switch. Why? Because as I tell you, when we hit the bottom, we're looking for the markets to go up. And when we hit what we call the top, in our opinion, we're looking for the markets to go down. So the markets are strong. And what we're going to see today, which started on Friday, is consolidation, because we went from 444 up a full 2% in one day on the SPY. So of course, it's going to consolidate. It's going to find a new base, and the new base should probably be around 447.86. Let's see where the SPY is right now. 448.62. So what do I expect to happen right out of the gate? I expect the SPY to drop to 447, right about here, 0.8. Now, when the SPY drops, the UVXY will go up. And again, if you believe the SPY is going up and the UVXY is going down, this is our time to enter.